Hi ma, welcome back to Sri Sampath Vinayaka Learning channel. Now we will discuss how to prove root 2 is an irrational number. For that listen ma, firstly we have to assume that root 2 as a rational number ma. Okay, let root 2 is a rational number. So let root 2 is a rational number. Now root 2 is rational number, so we can express that root 2 as some p by q form. So that is why let root 2 is equal to p by q, where p comma q are co-primes. We know that co-primes are relatively primes, both are the same. Okay, now squaring on both sides ma. Squaring on both sides. Root 2 whole square is equal to p square by q square. That implies 2 is equal to p square by q square ma. Okay, now 2q square is equal to p square. Okay, that implies we will write q square is equal to p square by 2. See ma. Here p square by 2 gives us q square. That indicates this p square is divisible by 2. For example, see ma, 10 by 2 means what we will write? 5. That means this 2 divides 10 exactly. Similarly, here this 2 divides p square exactly, because here we obtain p square by 2 as a q square ma. Clear? That means here p square is divisible by 2. So p is also divisible by 2 ma. Okay, because we know that the theorem 1.6, if a square is divisible by a prime p, then a is also divisible by the same prime p. As here this p square is divisible by the prime 2, so this p is also divisible by the prime 2 ma. That is, p can be expressed now as 2 into some x. Okay now, let us assume this as 1 and this as 2. Okay nama? Now we have to substitute this p value in equation 1. See ma, by substituting equation 2 in equation 1, we will get q square is equal to 2x whole square by 2. Why? Because we are substituting 2x instead of p ma. I will express that 2x whole square as 4x square ma. So 4x square by 2. 1, 2 and 2 will cancel, then here we left with 2x square. Then q square is equal to 2x square. By that I will write x square is equal to q square by 2 ma. Again the same theorem 1.6 is going to be applicable here. See ma, here this q square is divisible by 2 exactly. That means q is also divisible by 2. Okay nama? That means this q is going to be expressed as some 2 into y. How we are writing this p as 2 into x and q as 2 into y means, for example, see ma, 8 is divisible by 2. So that 8 can be expressed as 2 into some value or not. So similarly, if 12 is divisible by 3, so that 12 is going to be expressed as 3 into something. Similarly, here this p is divisible by 2. So this p can be expressed as 2 into some number x. Okay. Similarly, here q is also divisible by 2 ma. So this q is also expressed as 2 into some other value y. Okay na? So from this 2 and 3, what we are going to conclude ma? This from 2 and 3, this p and q are having 2 as common factor. Here see ma, for this p and q we have 2 as common factor. But that is contradicts our assumption. That means that opposes our assumption. What is our assumption ma? P and q are co-primes. If p and q are co-primes, their common factor, greatest common factor is 1. But here we obtained for p and q the greatest common factor as 2. That means it contradicts our assumption. That means the assumption is wrong. What we assumed ma? Root 2 as a rational number. So that is wrong. Then what is correct ma? Root 2 is irrational. That's our conclusion ma. From 2 and 3, see ma, from 2 and 3 p comma q are having 2 as common factor, which contradicts our assumption, that is root 2 is an irrational number. Okay, similarly we may prove any number, that means root 3, root 5, root 7. Okay, now root or any non-perfect square is going to be proved in the similar way. Okay, for example, if he asks us to prove root 3 as an irrational number, just we have to replace the 2 with 3 more. Okay, then we will get the root 3 proof. Okay, we will do that. See ma, suppose he asked us to prove root 3 as irrational. Okay, then we have to assume that root 3 as a rational number. Now as root 3 is assumed as rational number, that root 3 can be expressed as p by q, where p comma q are co-primes again. Okay, now see here, we have to squaring on both sides. Okay, root 3 whole square is equal to p square by q square, then 3 is equal to p square by q square. Here it is 3q square is equal to p square, then q square is equal to p square by 3. So the same old conclusions here we are going to write. P square is divisible by the prime 3 ma. So by the theorem 1.6, p is also divisible by the prime 3. Okay, then p can be expressed as 3 into something, that is 3 into some value x. Now substitute p is equal to 2x in equation 1 ma. Then it is going to be, see ma, 3x whole square by 3. Then it is going to be what ma? 9x square by 3. So here we will write that as 3x square. Again it is going to be q square by 3. Okay, then q square is divisible by the prime 3. So by theorem 1.6, q is also divisible by the prime 3 ma. So q is equal to some again 3 into y. Okay, from 2 and 3, p comma q are having 3 as common factor, which contradicts our assumption, that is root 3 is an irrational number. Similarly, if he asks us to prove root 5 as an irrational number, just we have to change the 3 ma. Okay, 3 to 5. If he asks us to prove that root 11 is an irrational number, just we have to change that 3 to 11. Okay, Nama, if we know how to prove root 2 as an irrational number, then we can write any problem such as root 3, root 5, root 7, root 11, root 13 in a similar way. Okay, Nama, I hope you understand this.